Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Right, what we've got for you lot tonight, we've got round 5 of P1RC's Stuey McCombie Gr3 Beetle League for you lot. Excuse me, we are live from Sardegna Circuit. We are at the road track circuit C2. Oh, did I put A2? Why did I put A2? I don't know why I put A2. C2. I'm lying to you lot. It's probably not the first time either. Right. So yeah, it's can be an awkward little track, these Sardegna circuits, depending how you want to say it. So we have got a couple of new drivers in. We've got down for the count back this week as well. Obviously enjoyed it last week, even though we got like 15 laps. But he was a good lad. He had a good sense of humour about it. Bags, evening mate. Also got the green P2. Interesting name. I don't know what happened to green P1. I'm sure there's a story behind it. A banning, maybe. Who knows? Right, let me find the right league, the right paperwork. Otherwise, I'm going to look like a donut. Right. No, that's the wrong one. Is it? What's the formulas? Is that the Beatles as well? No. I don't even know. Baggy, which scores are the scores? What's that? It's got to be it. Where are we? Round 5. Right. So, short little quali tonight, and then a 40-minute race for you lot. Sorry, I'm waffling a little bit tonight. Who we got in? We've got Rao, we've got Apache, we've got Reg GT, Green P2, like I say, new driver, P1 Diz, Fizz Ruckus, Manny. We've got CJ back in the house tonight. Let's hope his Taternet holds out. Down for the count. New driver again last week. Didn't do too bad. Kept on the black stuff for the majority of the race. Convicts Popeye's back, the American cousin. Dodgy 62, he's in the house. Magenta Fez back for another race this week. Evo 46 in the house, and P1 Don as well. So 15 out of 16 spots filled. I'm obviously taking up one of those. Let's get ourselves on track. In fact, that'll tell me. There you go. Yeah, I am on the right score sheet. Who's that sitting in the pits? It's the angry German. Right. Turn the usual nonsense on for you lot. Rightio. How are we doing on hot laps? Okay. When are we starting quali then, boys? Are we waiting for a driver? Baggy. Come on. You must be in contact with someone. Are we waiting for somebody? What's going on? Reg GT on the fastest lap. It's about out of fuel though. CJ full tank. Is there anything in the chat? Can't see anything. CJ getting it all wrong in turn 1. He has got a nice sticker down the side of his car though. Not well. All right, yeah, his sticker's pretty good. I'll give him that. Mine's better. Still in the pits then. Okay, yeah, so we are waiting for a driver. Oh, get out of that view. So loud when they come out of the pits, these things. So, yes, we are waiting for a driver to turn up. That's why we've got a million laps on the board. Don. A little bit of glitching from the Tato wagon. It's got the Walkers, it's got the McCains, it's got everything on there. Mr. Potato Head, you name it. So a little bit longer till we actually start quali. Let's go and have a look. Is that new driver? There he is. What's his name? Green P2. Oh, he likes his colours, doesn't he? Green P. He's got his silvery blue turquoisey Beetle with P1 dot glitching all over him. Oh, into a wall. He's probably wearing a red jumper and pink trainers for all I know. Right, so starting quali now. Still only got 15 of 16 drivers in. Not cricket. I thought we were waiting for Jordan. What's going on, Bags? Right, so we are into quali now then. Convict's being first man out. Although we will keep on our eye on Reg GT. He was fastest in that little practice session we just watched. That's Pete, Marty's mums of the half. Oh, don't you worry about that, Bags. I know who he is. Right, just starting the hot laps now then. Popeye leading us round. Livery's looking good. Get a good chance to have a look at it. Convict's getting turn one wrong. That's going to be awkward in race conditions. It's an almost hairpin running up to turn one. Right. Fizz then, he managed to get himself past. He will be the first to cross the line. This final turn, let's go for a... Why did not do that? Let's go for a lap. I don't know what the turns are called, so they're just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7. So into turn one then, this awkward hairpin. It is quite a wide turn, but it is... it's going to be fast running into there. Lap 1 and lap 2, I think, because it's not a great long track really. It's pretty short. So fast all the way through there, through that right-hander. Magenta getting a little bit wrong into the sand. Down towards this last little chicane then. So that's it. A lap on board. And that final turn, that's back onto the start-finish straight. Hit the minute mark, is it? Certainly isn't. What are we on? 52 seconds. Right, so still 1 or 2 drivers left to come through, but we will just go and have a flick through the order as it stands at the minute. CJ, 52-2 for CJ on provisional pole. Raul in P2, 52-4 for Raul. Manny in third, 52-4. Reg GT in fourth. Like I say, he was fastest in that practice session we were watching earlier. Keep an eye on that. Fourth position. Don is in fifth, 52-499. Apache 6, 52-7. These times will come down, I'm sure. Positions will change. GTR Evo on a 53-0. A reasonably new driver back to the fold as well for GTR Evo. Pretty quick when he can keep it on track. So we skipped through Diz, we missed. Spoke about Apache. Diz, he's on a 52-8. So Fizz was on a 52.8, yeah, so these laps coming through thick and fast. 53.0 for GTR Evo, Convicts Popeye, 53.0 for Convicts, 10th at the minute on the grid. Green P2, the pink trainered warrior, 53.2. Dodgy showing us that awesome specials liveried Beetle he's got on. Can't see it very well there, but there you go, that's a better look of it. Sex Pistols all over it. I do like that. Trojan Records. Yeah, spent a bit of time on that. Like that. So down for the count. He's in 13th at the minute. Let's see. Well, no, it's going to be very difficult tonight, I think, for him to stay unlapped with a circuit this short. What's he got time-wise? 53.6. So 1.5 off the pace at the minute. Short track. It's quite far down, really. Dory, evening. How you doing? You're not in the lobby, are you? Oh, magenta. Getting it wrong. Need to keep on track, girl. Keep on track. Stop getting off track for these fools. They don't deserve it. Maybe one or two. But no, you'll never learn unless you stay on track. Follow some of the drivers, learn where they brake, that sort of thing. That's kind of what you've got to do. Figure out where you can brake. Obviously brake way earlier than them because they know, all the rest of it, but you'll get the hang of it. 1:03 though for Magenta at the minute, 14th. What was Dodgy on? We missed out on him. He's on a 53.3. Talking about his livery, weren't we? Dory, how you doing? Were you meant to be racing tonight? Couldn't make it. Has your internet been exploded by Albanian Godzilla? So P1 Don got quickest now, 52.1. I'm going to stop looking at times for a minute because I'm going to be there all day as they're swapping and changing. 6 minutes into quali. So in this league, P1RC is leading the way. He's on 89 points. 3 wins and a second. Let's see what he pulls out the bag tonight. P1 Don still in that top spot with the 52.1. He's in second in the championship. He's got 2 thirds, a silver, and a 5th. 89 points for Raul, 59 for Don. Dylan in 3rd. So he's had a silver, a gold and a bronze first and 3rd. He's on 50 points. There's GT, he's had a 2nd and a 3rd. 46 points for Reg in 4th. GTR Evo 5th. He's on 35 points. CJW Racing in 6th. Go check him out on YouTube. Like and subscribe, people. He's on 34 points. P1 Apache in 7th. 32 points. Manny Afik on 27 points in 8th. Ghost Joe 9th, no longer racing in this one, I don't think. 27 points. Oh, sorry, wrong score. 21 points. Also on 21 points is Convict Popeye. Let's go and have a look at another driver. Fed up with looking at you now, Don. So Convict Popeye in 10th. As I say, on 20 points. 2 drivers on 21 points. 2 drivers on 20 points as well. We've got JPH 99, obviously not able to make this one, and P1 Dodgy as well, both on 20 points, 11th and 12th. P1 Timberlake, JPH has joined the room. Better late than never. Get a lap in, might be able to squeeze a lap in or 2. So the 11th place driver has suddenly rocked up. He's going to add more points to his 20-point tally. P1 Timberlake in 13th. He's on 19 points. He's only raced 1 race though. Fizz Ruckus in 14th. He's on 14 points. GT Deli B, he only turned up for 1 race as well. He got 13 points. Dory in 16th. 12 points. Another driver on 12 points is Magenta Fez. He's in 17th. And then we've got P1 Valium 18th with 10 points. Down for the count on 5 points. And P1 Pilgrim with 2 points. So that's that. That's enough for you, CJ, as well. Let's see if P1 Don's bettered his time. No, he hasn't. 52.1 still. CJW still just clinging onto that second. 52.1. GTR Evo looking for that third spot on the grid. 52.2 for him. P1 Reg GT. 52.2. So snapping at the heels of GTR Evo as well. Raoul all the way down in 5th at the minute. 52.2. Just doing his quickest lap there. Boys may have been burning off fuel while we've been running through the points. Manny in 6th, so it's fastest lap on lap 2 there, 52.4. Dizzy 7th, 52.4 as well. P1 Apache just coming in the pits, 52.7 for him, 8th position on the grid. Fizz Ruckus in 10th, he's on a 52.7 with a glitchy Don behind him, that can be off-putting. Convict's Popeye, 52.9 for the American, sitting in 11th. Green P, blue car, pink shoes in 12th. 53.2 on lap 3 there. Oh, he's just been pushed down to 13th, down for the count, actually going quicker than him. We've got some household rivalry going on tonight. 11th, lap 11, 53.1 for down for the count. Only just quicker than Green P2. Red car 1, pink shoe 3. Magenta Fez, again, just sticking it in the wall, 57. So managing to get a bit quicker. 57.2 for Magenta. JPH, the latecomer. Boy Transport livery Beetle. His first hot lap is a 1:0. He's got a few minutes left to try and get a lap or 2 in. 40-minute race for you lot. Getting a bit tail happy out of turn 1. Stick with him, see what he's got. Quite like that livery, looks pretty good. I don't know who's done that for you, JPH, or whether it's just one you've stolen. Into this final fast chicane, final turn now. A little bit of a drift through there, might lose a bit of time. Yeah, it's not looking super quick. 52, 53. Goes quicker, 54.0, so puts himself up a spot in front of Magenta Fez to 14th, T1. Yeah, awkward turn. Interesting to see how the drivers handle it. Just getting it a little bit wrong there. Kept it on track though. He's not managed to beat household rival down for the count at the minute. He's still in 13th. Alright, what have we got this time, JPH? That's a bit slower. Oh no, it's not. 53.8, so again, a little bit quicker, but still in 14th. Not going quicker, down for the count, still on lap 11. Convicts in 11th, still lap 7. Don though holding on to that top spot. He's gone quicker again, 52.068. Raoul's gone quicker also, 52.071. Snapping at the heels, 3 thousandths in it. What's he got down here? He's looking quick. 52.084, so Don's still holding on to it by the skin of his teeth. 3 thousandths between them. A minute left to get a lap in. I think you're going We see some good little fights here with such a short circuit. And hopefully Don glitches a little bit less than that. What's he got then? Will he get time to finish another lap if he gets across the line now? So it's 52.2. What's Raul got chasing him down? 52.2 as well. Down for the count, got it all wrong. Just pulling over at the end of qualifying. Maybe a bit of both. So neither driver getting a chance to take an extra lap then. Don taking the pole position, Raul second, CJ in third. Good result for him in quali. GTR Evo fourth. I should take a screenshot of that, shouldn't I? I'm not doing that. Go then. Big full lobby, very popular these Beetles. Reg GT 5th, Dizzy 6th, Manny 7th, Dodgy 8th, Apache 9th, Convicts 10th, Fizz Ruckus 11th. Down for the count, 12th, Green P 13th, JPH 14th, Magenta Fez 15th. Right, revs are up, the lights are on. What have they got? They're off. It's a good start. It's a great start by P1 Don. Fired himself down the track. Maybe the help of a little bit of glitcher armour. So, into turn one. Let's see. Oh, there's all glitching going on. Have they managed to keep it clean through there? Yes, they have. Right, so Don leading us round on this quick lap then. No one had any issues with his glitching. He's out front, so hopefully doesn't affect anyone at the minute. Sounded like someone was off track there in the background. CJ's got himself up into second. Evo's got himself into third. What's happened to Raul? Down in fourth at the minute, under pressure from Reg GT for that fourth position. Looking to make a move on GTR Evo though. He's got his nose down the inside. Wide into turn one. Raul holding on to the inside. Reg GT and GTR Evo pushing him out wide though. Still in fifth. GTR Evo gets up into third. Reg GT fourth. Raul in fifth. He won't be happy with that. Goes for a little bit of a move back down the inside. Reg GT doesn't make it stick. Like CJ was off track. He is. Just in front, getting the fast left-hander, sorry, right-hander, a little bit wrong. Oh, maybe there was a tiny bit of contact, I didn't see it. Maybe CJ and Don having a bit of a coming together. Yeah, we've got some serious glitching from Don going on. But behind we've got GTR Evo, Reg GT and Raul still battling it out for that third position. Just ending up in the tailpipes of Reg GT there, nowhere he could go. A bit of a gap back to fifth place Diz. He's under pressure from Manny for that fifth. And he's sitting in sixth at the minute. P1 Apache and Convicts bolted onto the back of that little fight. He's just losing a tiny bit of time through there. Dodgy keeping up with his pack as well. JPH getting the tail, all squiffy. The same turn we've just seen CJ get it wrong. Fizz Ruckus has got that same turn wrong. Everyone having a bit of trouble around there. Down for the count, Green P 2 having a bit of a fight. Let's see who wins out on this one. Fizz Ruckus just getting back up to speed. Down for the count, and Green P going to use him for a bit of a tow down this straight. There's the two drivers behind him. He's got the advantage then into the turn. Who wins out? Oh. Fizz just wins out. Green P though, he gets past down for the count. He's up into 12th. Down for the count in 13th. So Fizz, Green P and down for the count might be having a bit of a fight throughout this race. Fizz can get out of it. Down for the count, having a go back at Green P. Not able to get it done. A good little battle between these two. He's got his nose down the inside now. Quite able to stick it. So Green P holds on to it. Can down for the count, get the move done down the start, finish straight. On board with Green P. Down for the count, getting the toe now. Into this final turn, is he going to outbrake Green P? No, he can't do anything with that. So he's got to try again. Let's get ourselves back up front, see what's happening up there. P1 Don then, kind of running off with it a little bit. 3.3 second lead. Maybe that little bit of glitching helping him out, I don't know. 51.9 on the clock already. Yes, getting into a contact with CJW by the sounds of it. Maybe the glitching causing that as well. He's looking clean now though for some reason. He's kicked the wife off Netflix. Who knows? Banned the kids from YouTube. Puts Reg GT up into second, so he's got that 3.6 second deficit to try and close up on him. Oh, I like your bonnet. On your tail. Nice. Dizzy in third then. Oh, what's happened to... What has happened to... Where's GTR Evo? All the way down in 9th. GTR Evo. He's been in the pits. He's been in the pits. He's picked up a set of tyres and a whole load of fuel. Calm down. Darksmoka, calm down. So Don just having his lead taken off him a little bit, so I have missed a few pit stops. 3.4 the gap between these two. First set of racing softs. So Diz, Manny and Apache still battling out for third. Bumper to bumper through turn one. Let me get a bit of onboard action. Looking back at Manny and Apache. Convicts is still not that far off either. Has lost a little bit of time to these three. So Manny getting a good run on Diz there. Oh, Fizz has now left the room. That's a shame. Alright, so Dizzy just getting the final turn quite well. That's allowed him a little bit of breathing room from Manny. Manny will gain that time back down this start-finish straight, but he won't be able to take advantage of it. I don't think he's going to sling one down the inside here. Yes, oh, he was trying. It was a brave move by Manny. It didn't quite work out for him. He's closed the gap up. He's brought P1 Apache with him. Convicts Popeye, like I say, still just lurking in the background there. What is he? 2.1 seconds back for Convicts Popeye. Needed more spinach tonight, brother. So P1 Dodgy in 7th. 3 seconds in front to Convicts. 4.8 back to P1 Raul, so he's been in the pits again. This is going to be one of those races, isn't it, Baggy, where I don't know who's where and stuff because of pits and things, and I don't know how many stops people have had because they're so quick and the laps are too quick. This is your fault. Blaming you anyway. I don't know who set up this league, but I'm blaming you. So Eva all the way down in 9th. He should be up front. But it will all change when other people come in the pits. JPH got himself into 10th. Finally corralled the rear end of that Beetle. We've got someone off there. Who's that? Who's that we're just driving past who's off track? Magenta Fez again, I think. These three are still at it. Dizzy still holding these three off, these two off. Got 1.4 second penalty to try and drop though to defend as well. So up front, Don still holding that 3.4 second lead-ish. Purple sectors are again from Don. He's looking for another fastest lap. It is only 2 sectors actually. A little bit squiffy out of the final turn. Is that going to damage his attempt at another fastest? Yes, 52.5 then for that lap. Magenta Fez just coming out of the pits. Let's get ourselves on board for a lap with the race leader, or maybe a couple of laps with him. He's got a bit of an empty track in front of him. So down the hill, through the sweeping left-right, back up the hill, through the left-right. This is the turn where everyone's been getting it wrong, this one here. Kind of shorter but longer than you think, It's an odd corner, and through this final little chicane into this final turn, that's pretty much a lap done. What is he sticking this time? Still doesn't look quite as quick. Oh, it's a 52.6 for him. So that track does extend and carry on straight on there into another hairpin further up, which is what I actually thought the circuit was. It does kick round to the left first, just a little bit. You can't keep it full tilt. And you are up to absolute maximum speed on the other circuit by the time you hit the next hairpin. That's why I was expecting chaos. So I'm not getting driver of the day points today then. I called it. I tried to call it earlier, but failed. Right, that's enough of you, Don. 3.5 second lead. Held it all race, but not glitching anymore. Maybe he's deliberately got the misses on Netflix, so he glitches. Took CJ out. Right, get off Netflix now. I can race. Have a word, CJ. So Reg GT's pulled a gap then. 2.3 seconds from Diz. Bit of a lonely one. He's lost a bit of that penalty though, Diz. 1.4 seconds it was before. It's down to 0.9. But he's got that gap to make up. He's under no threat from the drivers behind at the minute. 2.5 seconds back to them. P1 Apache's managed to stay bolted onto the back end of Manny. So these two still battling it out. Convict's Popeye's closed that gap back up as well in 6th. On the right side of the car for him as well. He'll feel right at home. So Dodgy in 7th. Oh, Dodgy was in 7th, and he's now in the sand in 9th, 10th. Wrecking that livery. Oh, just spun the rear end up. So struggling. He's going to be in 11th in a second, maybe even 12th. Go, is 11th coming past now. Gets it back on track. But, awkward few moments there for Dodgy. Green P then, he's held on to that 12th. But he is just about out of fuel. Does he remember to pit? Yes, he does. So it looks like, Green P may have made a boo-boo. He may have come in the pits, taken on board tyres, and then had to come in the pits to get fuel again, by the looks of it. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. Down for the count. Has possibly just thrown away a little bit of an opportunity to get past Green P as he just comes out of the pits. He's taken on board a full tank. Down for the count, who he was having a good old fight with. He's just come through there. He hadn't got that last turn wrong. Coming down there a lot quicker. Almost getting turn 1 wrong as well. So Magenta Fez down in 14th. 57.2 for Magenta. Still learning it all. Never sat behind the wheel of a sim racing rig, and this is like 5th race for her. So, you know, all started somewhere. So Don now leading 15 seconds. He has got to come in the pits for fuel. full of wear on his tyres at the minute. I think he did only take on half a tank when he came in originally. So this will do his championship hopes a world of good. So he's still got Rowell in second, which leading the championship is going to benefit him more so than P1 Don. Through that sweeping right. You have to get that one right to collect the outside apex or run it wide into the sun. You've seen one or two drivers get it wrong there. So GTR Evo's got himself back up into third. Half a tank, tyres looking a little bit worn. As Reg GT took on more fuel by the looks of it. He's picked up a penalty as well. Tyres looking a little bit fresher, but he is 24 seconds back from Don. Oh no, 24 seconds back. He was 5.5 seconds back from Evo, who he was fighting it out with. Don in and out the pits, back out in third. Full tank, a fresh set of racing softs versus Rowell on a worn set of softs, and still got a couple of laps of fuel left in that car. GTR Evo, half a tank, very different strategies being played out here tonight, so who knows what's going to happen. This is not F1 like commentary with multiple computers and screens to work this stuff out or anything. It sounds like it, I know, it's good, isn't it? But I'm sitting in my spare room talking to myself basically. So Reg GT all over the tailpipes of P1 Don coming through here. Less than a second between these two. Let's see if Reg GT can close that gap up. 0.8 of a second between them at the minute. It's just in that slipstream range. Closes up into this final chicane, drops a bit of penalty as well. Does lose that time on this straight. This is not the place you want to be losing that time. Aaron, evening mate. Don should have half filled. Well, there you go. Where were you earlier to tell him? Huh? It's alright coming up now. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, mate. He's holding his own though. He's kept that second gap between himself and Reg GT. Still got 8 seconds to close up on the drivers in front. As I say, different strategies played out here. As Aaron's just mentioned, Don holding a full tank versus a lot of the drivers actually only putting in half tanks, etc. Oh, Magenta Fez just getting that far around the chicane wrong again. So P1 Don still keeping Reg GT at bay. He's not managed to close that gap up really. Dropped his penalty a little bit. That was a bit naughty, wasn't it? Shouldn't have done that. Right, back up front, Rowell still leading, but he has got to come in the pits this lap. Don't get paid enough for baggy. What do you mean? You get paid? What do you mean you don't get paid enough? Ah, okay. That's what I need to do. I knew I'd forget something. Jesus. Hold on. 1 second, people. It's all going wrong. We're back. Things started falling over and all sorts of stuff. Oh my god, it's still happening. It's chaos. We're nearly back. We're nearly back. We're nearly back. We're nearly back. Right, we are kind of back. We're back. We're back. So Raul back out of the pits. That gives the race lead over to GTR Evo. Coming into this final turn now. He's got a quarter of a tank on. Goes for a big old drifter-tron through there. And now got 4.2 second lead over first stint leader, P1 Don. Again, holding all that fuel. GTR Evo is going to have to come in a few laps' time. Reg GT still hanging on to the back end of Don. Just keeping it within that second. Drop more of his penalty off as well. He's looking pretty good. So, Dizzy fourth. A little bit of a lonely race for him at the minute. Half a tank of fuel, 4 seconds either side of him. I'm sure that'll change as drivers come in and out of the pits. So Manny holding on to that fifth. Convict's Popeye now up past Apache. Maybe taking on slightly less fuel. Oh, he might have just thrown that advantage away though. Through that sweeping right. Raul's just had to take avoiding action as well. Kept it on track though. Convict's Popeye just getting himself pointing in a straight line. Down in 8th. So that was unfortunate. He was up in front of P1 Apache after being a second or so down from him. Getting it all wrong through that right-hander. Might be the new corner of death. So JPH up another position as well, into 9th. CJW after his unfortunate incident with P1 Don in 10th. He won't be happy with that. He qualified in 3rd as well. CJ got himself up into 2nd. And obviously got himself right up close to P1 Don. Now down in 10th position, but he is in a decent position, 3/4 of a tank. Decent set of tyres on board, a little bit of a penalty to lose. 2 seconds behind JPH as well, so he's got a target he can chase. Come back to him, see if he can close that gap down. Under no threat from behind. Green P2. He's sitting in 11th, getting swarmed by the front runners at the minute. Don and Reg GT, who's lost his penalty and has actually closed the gap right upon Don. But we are actually watching Green P. Looks like we're watching Reg GT, but we're not. So he's holding that 11th position, half a tank, decent set of tyres, dodgy in 12th. Seeing him stick it in the wall as well. I think on this turn here. So he's got half a tank, fresh set of tyres as well. Down for the count. He's gone forward, a bit less fuel. Or someone else is off the track. Magenta maybe. Down for the count, 13th, Magenta 14th. GTR Evo still leading. He's a bit of that time chopped out. It was 4 seconds plus, it's now 3.1. He'll be in the pits this lap as well. Don, he'll stop out. Plenty of fuel on board for him. GT is going to have to stop again as well. He's only got more of a tank on. Himself in check with P1 Don. He's got that gap down to 0.3 of a second. Give me the button. So on board with Reg GT then. Is he going to sling it down? No, he's not. He backs out into turn 1. Tries to scare P1 Don into a late braking manoeuvre, which could mess up turn 1 for him and let Reg GT slip himself down the inside. Losing a little bit of time, a couple of tenths, but gains it back up the hill. Back under half a second. There's that naughty right-hander that we've seen 1 or 2 get it wrong on. Down towards this final chicane, through the right, to the left, just coasting it through there. Literally nothing between them. Gain the toe again down here towards the first turn. A bit too far back this time though to sling one down the inside. Goes for a different line. Don does go a little bit wide. Does that give Red GT a better drive out? Let's close that gap back up, but still nowhere for him to go and get past P1 Don at the minute. Back up the hill through this back half of this track. Is that naughty right? Down into fourth for that. Just letting it coast through on the first section. Powering out. 0.3 of a second then as it comes up towards this final chicane. Again, slightly different lines through there. Has that benefited Reg GT? Still exactly half a second between them. But different strategies between these two, so it's not going to play out as we think. P1 Don then holding half a tank of fuel still, so can run for an awful long time without. Reg GT down to an eighth of a tank, so he'll stop any second. Dizzy into third, again eighth of a tank for him, so he's got to stop again. Manny in fourth, he's doing alright for himself. He's going to have to stop again. He's got a bit of a penalty to lose, but not doing too bad. P1 Apache to fifth, but again, he's got to stop. Raoul, I think he might be able to run to the end on that. I could be wrong. Boys have got the fuel setting set quite high on this one, haven't you? Fuel low and fuel high and tyres low. Sitting in sixth at the minute then for Raoul. GTR Evo, full tank for him. Decent set of tread on that tyre. Just putting in his fastest lap of the race, 52.5 for him. Convict's Popeye then, after his indiscretion into the sandpit, sitting in 8th, 12 seconds back from GTR Evo. He's braving out another lap without fuel. CJW in 9th, got up in the position, lost a bit more of that penalty. Just under half a tank of fuel on board. Possibly got to do a bit of a splash and dash at the end. We'll see what happens with CJ. But he has got himself past JPH. JPH is going to have to stop before CJ as well. Those tyres looking very worn out as well, JPH. So Green P in 11th. Dodgy still 12th. Fresh boots on now. Down for the count, just coming in the pits right behind him. Almost out of fuel as well. He's going to not be able to put Dodgy under any threat as he leaves the pits now. Fez just getting turn one wrong. Through the awkward right, keeps it on track. So P1 Don. Where's Reg GT? Down in 5th, so he's stopped now, gone for full tank, fresh set of boots, sitting in 4th. No, GTR Evo's got to stop in front. Oh, he has stopped 3/4 of a tank, fresh set of boots. Interesting, where's Raoul? Just over half a tank. I don't know how this one's going to play out. Aaron's in the chat, he'll be able to tell me. Strategic. So P1 Don will have to stop again, but he's got a 17-second lead over closest rival Raoul at the minute. Just coming down this start finish straight then, that's the gap. GTR Evo another 5.2 seconds back. Reg GT just coming into shot there. So 1.1 back from GTR Evo. 23 seconds back from race leader though. Again, we'll see what happens when Don comes in the pits. So Dizzy 5th, he's only a second, 1.7 back from Reg as well. 3/4 of a tank. sectors from him. What can he do in this last sector? Can he keep that pace up? It's interesting that they're getting purple sectors with full tanks. What you got there, Diz? 52.0 is his fastest lap of the race, but not the fastest lap of the race. Close, good shout. Don holds that with a 51.997 currently. 16.8 second lead still over closest rival Raoul. CJW trying to hang on to his tailpipe for a bit of a tow. These two unfortunately having to come in together early on in the race. CJ down in, well, he's down in 8th now. So Raoul, a couple of tenths gained. 10 minutes left. What's going to be the gap when when Don comes in the pits? That's going to be the question. Is Raoul going to have to pit again? GTR Evo might just have enough fuel on to last him. GT all over the tailpipes of GTR Evo. He's got Dizzy still only a second back as well. So a good little fight going to occur here by the looks of it. So on board the GTR Evo, Reg GT in the background, not in the background, in the foreground, closing in on Reg on GTR Evo. There's too many G's. Tiny bit tail happy there. That's going to allow Reg GT to close that gap. Right, while we were looking at these two, Don's been in and out the pits. So they are all going to be pretty damn close now. Reg GT, again, this is the different line that we saw earlier on between Don and Reg GT. Still keeping the Irishman at bay. Only just. Oh, nearly goes for a move down the inside. Not quite able to make that one stick. Piling the pressure on GTR Evo though for that third position. Has to think about getting past him quick if he's going to make any kind of dent into Raoul in front or Don. This fighting between these two has allowed Dizzy to catch right back up. He is all over the rear end of Reg GT. So close you can't see him. There he is. So GTR Evo going defensive. Reg GT trying to throw it around the outside. Might be able to make this stick here. Gets the better run down the hill. He's going to be compromised coming back up there. No, he's already got himself in front. That was a good drive by Reg GT. Up into third then. Now he's got to try and defend from GTR Evo. He's got a P1 Diz all over him. So this turned into a real good fight for third. Can Reg GT get himself away and out of that fight? Fourth and fifth to battle it out between themselves. Let's go and see what the gap's like up front. Alright, P1 Don. Fresh set of tyres, just under half a tank on board. 7.5 minutes remaining. Tail happy out of turn 1. 6.5 seconds over Raoul. So almost identical on fuel. His tyres a little bit more worn out though. GT still just holding on to that third position. GTR Evo hounding him for it. Dizzy just in the background as well, still wanting that. Just waiting for a mistake from these two. All risking it, running it wide on that outside curb as they do into the final turn as well. There we go, possibly the blue bit. Some drivers almost catching the sand as they run through there. Is he going to sling one down the inside? No, he's a little bit too far back as well, but starting to get a little bit more punchy between these three. 6.5 minutes remaining on the clock. So Don leads 6.3 seconds, Raoul second. It's another 4.3 seconds back to Reg GT. GTR Evo 0.2 of a second back. We've got Dizzy 0.4 of a second back. So these three having a real good fight at the minute for that third position. Manny in 6th, 11.7 seconds down. P1 Apache in 7th, another 7 seconds back. CJW Racing in 8th, 9.2 seconds back. Convicts Popeye another 7.7 back in 9th. JPH 10th. Oh, looks like he's got turn 1 wrong. Under pressure from race leader as well. So 4.5 back from Convicts is JPH after that mistake. Dodgy, awful long, so 34 seconds back pretty much from JPH in 11th. He's got Green P2, only 1.2 seconds back. Oh, Magenta Fez in the gravel again. So can Green P2 close that gap up on Dodgy? 1.3 seconds. Maybe I've just missed an overtake maybe from Dodgy. It does look like he's driving pretty quickly away from Green P. Gap up to 1.4 seconds, nearly 1.5. So yeah, I think we've just missed an overtake from Dodgy on Green P. Down for the count, another 22.5 seconds back. Sitting in 13th, and Magenta Fez, 14th for Magenta. I'm sure it's getting a little bit frustrating as well. One day it'll all click, and then you'll lose it again for like a week. And then it'll all come back. And then it'll stay for like 3 days, and then it'll disappear for a week. That's what'll happen. So, can Don, he's looking comfortable at the minute, 6.8 second lead over Raoul. Only 4 minutes left with these laps just under a minute. That's pretty much going to be 5 laps for these boys. So it's going to be difficult for Raoul to close that gap up without a mistake. His tyres are looking pretty beaten up as well for the second place driver. Reg GT 3.7 seconds back. Can he make any kind of dent into Raoul's time? He's already made a dent into Raoul's time. Can he chop any more out of it? It's a long shot to try and close that gap up before the end of the race. Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Reg GT just dipping a wheel on that sand on the outside. See how easy it was. Nearly span the rear end up. Well to keep that in a straight line, Reg. No maintenance, I don't care, turn off. Why are you telling me? I thought I'd turn notifications off, damn you. Go away. Go away. Why can't I get rid of that, people? Oh, it's gone. There we go. So losing a bit more time to Raoul. Gaining it over GTR Evo though, Reg GT. So he's under some serious pressure from Dizzy at the minute. Dizzy holding a bit of a penalty. He's got to think about losing that if he does get past GTR Evo. Slings it up the inside on that awkward right-hander. But as I say, he's got to try and drop that penalty. Otherwise it's going to classify itself as a second's worth, which will still give GTR Evo the position. Still nothing like a good old battle on track. Lonely race for P1 Apache at the minute. 7 seconds plus either way. Similar for CJ. They will catch up with different drivers on the track. Might not necessarily get into a battle with them. Convicts in 9th then. Again, a little bit lonely. 2.7 seconds back is JPH. Dodgy. Almost out of fuel. Possibly going. Oh, he's got it all wrong through turn 1. Spun the rear end up. That's allowed Green P to come through. So possibly just a little bit eager to get the gas down. Picks up 2.4 seconds penalty as well. That's a big old lump. So down for the count, still 13th. Looking for a bit of a move on Reg GT. Completely different fight between these two. Magenta Fez, 14th. A little bit of a penalty for Magenta to lose as well. Dom, why all of a sudden has your glitching come back? Your missus has turned Netflix on, hasn't she? She's decided 50 minutes is enough for you. I want to watch. I don't even know. What's on telly. Right, so Dom comes across the line. This will become final lap. 45 laps they'll have done. 4.4 second lead over Raoul. Almost out of fuel as well. But keeping his foot buried. I don't think he's worried about running out of fuel at this short circuit. Yeah, why is your glitching suddenly turned on, Don? That's ridiculous. Started with it, lost it, then came back. But he has led pretty much from start to finish, apart from one little stint during the pit windows. So he might even run out of fuel before he hits the line. Might just make it. So Don taking the race win then. Raoul closing the gap, coming home in second. Reg GT in third. He also closed the gap back up as well. Dizzy in fourth. Handbrake across the line. GTR Evo fifth. Manny is going to come home in sixth. Did we get a good old handbrake from Manny? Yes. Oh no, he flopped it. P1 Apache in seventh. We're going to get he's on the grass. It's a pirouette. CJ's going to come home in 8th. Again a pirouette. What happened to the other boys? Green P. Why can't I click over to Green P? Oh, do you know what? You missed out down for the count. He was telling me earlier he's going to try his handbrakes across the line, and I've missed it. But there's another good drive from P1 Dom. Some great racing tonight. P1 Apache, Manny, Dizzy. Don't forget to vote for driver of the day, people. It's entirely up to you lot. It's 2 points, I think, to the driver of the day in the championship. If you want to help me out and support my channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/darksmoka and donate if you've got it, or whatever. Entirely up to you. But yeah, enjoyed that. Some good racing. Didn't really know what was going on. Too many different strategies. Too short a course. Baggy. Not having it. Stop it. Send me crazy. So that was round 5 of Stuey Max Gr3 Beetle League, hosted by P1RC or P1 Race Community. What have I got coming up next week? Let's just talk about Sunday first. So Sunday we've got at 8 o'clock we've got Tanso Racing's Ford Focus Cup. That's sponsored by Creative Motorsport. Go check them out on Facebook. And then straight after that at 9 o'clock we've got the P1 boys back again for the next round of the Super Formulas. What round's that? It's going to be round 8. I forget where from. But round 8, you know what? I can't tell you where from. I think. I might be lying, but I will try and tell you. Hold on. Doesn't tell me. Oh, it does, but I can't quite see it. Can I see it on another screenshot? Can I? No, you've chopped it too much. I can't see it. So yeah, round 8 next week, but where from? I don't know. So that's Sunday. 8 o'clock for the focuses, 9 o'clock for the Super Formulas, which are Formula 1 cars. And then Monday, back with the Chewit Racing Mini Cooper Cup, 8:30, Monday night. That's also a popular league. Come and watch that one. It'll be very punchy, much like the Focuses, much like these. Come and check that out. Monday night, 8:30. Tuesday night, new league starting as well. Lamborghini Gr3 League. 8:30 start. Not quite sure the format of that. And then Wednesday, 8:30 again. We've got the new season of the Team Oliver Racing sponsored MRC Gr3 League. That's been a great season. It's been a great series, sorry, since its inception. A lot of people sticking around for many seasons in that one. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then back next Thursday for round 6 of the Beetles. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I hope you like what you've watched. Tell your mates, tell your mums, stop buying pink trainers. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.